Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. Let's start. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Good evening, Mbak Jyoti.
Good evening, Miss Novita.
Okay, let's start our meeting today by reciting basmalah together. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. So, how are you, Mbak Jyoti?
Yes, um, pretty good because this is the weekend, so I have a lot of leisure time.
Okay. And are you ready for our lesson today?
I'm sorry.
Are you ready for our lesson today?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay. So I will share the screen with you. First, from the last lesson, you have already studied about tractor story, and now we will review the last meeting material. Okay.
Okay.
Yes. So can you see the PPT?
Yes, I can see.
Okay. How to make it bigger? Can you see it?
Yes.
Is it big? First, factor story. Do you still remember what is factor story, Marjorie?
Previous story is it's the same thing with a narrative story, but the difference is the characters, plot, or something need a little change.
Okay. Let's go to the next slide first. Oh, yes. As you mentioned that factor story has related with narrative story. So I will remind you about narrative story first. Narrative story is a text, is a type of text that tells a story and the aim is to entertain the audience. Entertain means in bahasa Indonesia apa maksudnya?
Entertain is menghibur.
Menghibur. Jadi
Yeah.
naratif teks itu untuk menghibur pembaca. The generic structure are orientation, computation, and resolution. Kalau orientation isinya apa maksudnya?
Uh, Sorry, what? Orientation.
Orientation, yes. What is inside of the orientation?
Oh, it
What?
means in the orientation can be introduce the characters and the setting and situation. It's like who, when, where, or what.
Yes. How about the complication?
Uh, the complication is the problem begins, includes a conflict, a climax, and a rising tension, and shows how the crisis develops.
Yes. The last one, resolution. What is resolution maksudnya?
If the problem is solved, it can be better or worse. Usually ends happily, but can also have an happily or have sad ending.
Yes. Good job, Mas Silvi. And for the language feature of narrative story, use past tense. What is past tense, Mas Silvi? Can you mention one example of past tense?
For example, when
How is the sentence? Make one sentence this past tense.
once upon a time, if it or not.
Yeah.
Maybe I went to the market. last night or something.
Went means pergi ya.
Yeah, when we're pergi.
So past tense use verb berapa?
Uh, verb two.
Yes, you are right. Good job, Mas Eka. And here's the example of the fractured story. The left one, the Legend of Mirror Kidul. Can you see?
Yes,
Can you please read it? One sentence saja.
but I'm sorry, this is recorded here, so I can hear you clearly.
Read the original version.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
So the original version, the Legend of Nyar Kidul, tells of Princess Kadita, the daughter of King Siliwangi, who was cursed by Dewi Mutiara and exiled from the kingdom. Oh, okay.
Now please read the fractured version of the Mirror Kidul.
Okay. Kadita, once a beloved a princess admired for her kindness and wisdom, was cursed by jealous royals and a dark sorcerer, losing her beauty and the people's love. Okay.
So, can you see difference between the original version and the fractured version?
Yes.
What is it?
The first one is the origin of Kakita is the daughter of King Siliwangi, and the fractal version is a princess exile then becomes an ocean goddess.
Yeah, okay. So, the original version is called narrative text, and the fractured version called fractured narrative. So, something has been changed between the original and the fractured. For the original version, as you can see, Princess Kadita, which is the real name of Miroro Kidul, is a daughter of King Siliwangi. But in the fractured version, Kadita explained as princess that already called as princess in the kingdom. So it's kind of different from the background of Kadita itself. Do you have any questions so far?
I have a question with
Yeah.
how story from the original version to the fracture version, the fracture story.
Let's let's see the meaning of the fracture story itself. Okay, a fracture story is a narrative that has been rewritten in a different way from the original version. So, if you want to make fractured story, um, you need to have the original version. For example, like Mirara Kidul is the original version, and you will change something from the original version into fractured. You can read the second dot. A fractured story keeps the core idea but changes important parts. Jadi kalau mau bikin fractured story itu core idenya, inti ceritanya itu tetap sama, jalannya cerita tuh sama, cuma yang bedain tuh ada beberapa yang diubah, tapi nggak semua. Contohnya, you can change the character or the setting or the conflict or maybe the ending, but still uh, you need to keep the core idea. For example, like Adita and Viral Kidul has same uh, has same permasalahan, has same conflict between the princess itself with other character. Kalau yang Mira Rasidul kan dia di poison sama ibu tirinya Dewi Mutiara. Tapi kalau si Kadita yang fracture version itu dia di dikirimin black magic atau ilmu hitam dari seseorang yang nggak suka sama Kadita di kerajaannya. So itu mereka sama-sama tidak disukai oleh karakter lain, tapi siapa yang tidak menyukai mereka itu berbeda. Jadi core-nya tetap ada bahwa si Kadita ini dibenci oleh seseorang, tapi mungkin nama karakternya yang berbeda. Do you understand that?
Yes, can I ask what question again?
Wait, okay. After this, I will open the question and answer session.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Let's next to the purpose first. The purpose atau tujuan utamanya of Precious Story is to teach and update for modern moral lesson. Jadi kalau di zaman sekarang kan moral lessonnya pasti kan berubah ya seiring berjalannya zaman, seiring berjalannya teknologi juga pasti moral lessonnya itu akan berubah sesuai dengan yang relevan di zaman sekarang. Sama kayak yang nomor 2, the second purpose, make the story more relevant to today's audience. Jadi kalau kayak Malin Kundang, misalkan Malin Kundang dikutuk jadi batu sama ibunya, tapi kan kalau zaman sekarang itu kayak sesuatu yang mungkin anak-anak zaman sekarang tuh kayak meragukan itu gitu ya. Ah masa sih dijadiin batu? Zaman sekarang masa ada orang dijadiin batu? Jadi kita harus mengupdate story-nya, sama-sama tetap tentang jangan sampai melawan orang tua, tapi cara menyampaikan story-nya mungkin berbeda, tidak dengan ditutup jadi batu gitu. And then next, the third purpose is to explore creativity by changing story elements. Jadi untuk merubah dari naratif ke fractured naratif, pasti kan cara kamu membedah, mengganti sesuatu di ceritanya kan berbeda-beda dengan teman kamu misalkan. Mungkin kamu sama teman kamu punya kreativitas yang beda. Nanti ketika kamu membuat fractured story, kamu pasti punya rasa berkreasi sendiri gitu yang beda dengan orang lain. Jadi itu juga bisa meningkatkan kreativitas kamu. Okay? And this is the next slide is the most questionable thing. Banyak yang bertanya, what can be changed in a fractured story? Apa aja yang bisa diganti di dalam fractured story? If you want to make fractured story, you can maybe change 7 things. Yeah, the first one is change the character. You can choose the character, for example, the name of the character, or maybe the characteristic of the character. The second one is change the setting. You can change the when or where it happened. And number 3, you can change the plot. Yeah, it's the same, the background of the story or something like that. And number 4, change the point of view. You can change, maybe for Mirror of the Day, you can change the story into other point of view. For example, from the father, uh, from the mother, or something like that. The fifth is change the conflict. You can change the conflict between the original and the fracture version. You can change maybe nggak harus dari tokoh utamanya, bisa jadi dari orang lain, misalkan ayahnya Kadita punya konflik sama orang lain, terus orang lain itu uh, punya dendam dan segala macam, itu bisa diganti-ganti sesuai dengan zaman sekarang gimana. Terus yang number 6, change the ending. You can change the ending between maybe sad ending or happy ending. Yang number 7, mix and match stories. Maksudnya adalah kamu bisa, you can combine between two story. For example, kamu pengen Mirror Kidul sama Nyi Blorong itu dijadiin satu di satu story, itu boleh. Asalkan ceritanya core idenya tetap sama. Dan strukturnya because struktur naratif still berhubungan ya sama naratif yang original. Jadi generic strukturnya tetap sama. The first is orientation, and then complication and resolution. You can add evaluation, coda, or reorientation if you want to, but it's optional. Language features, it's still the same, use past tense ya. if you want to uh, if you want to know more about the language features, maybe you can add excerpts of time. For example, once upon a time, one day later, after that, it can be specify your story, and you can write your specific character. Jadi harus ada karakter spesifiknya. Kalau sang periang, Snow White, Cinderella, Malin Kundang, Rora Kidul, and etc. Okay, do you have any questions so far?
Uh, Question mark.
Yes.
So I want to ask you, Miss, as you said before, that we can make a story based on creativity. So, uh, apakah di creativity ini we can use berkhayal or something like that?
Okay. Okay, thank you, Mas. Really, that's a good question, ya. As we learned before, narrative story is a text that apa ya? Tujuannya tuh menghibur pembaca. Jadi ini 99,9% itu pasti khayalan atau imaginative story. As much as we learned before, maybe in the classroom, the narrative story is imaginative story, which means we can use our imagination. For example, ada yang namanya fabel. Selain legenda ya, kalau Malin Kundang, Rora Kidul itu kan legenda. Kalau kayak fabel itu hewan bisa berbicara. Dalam dunia nyata kan nggak mungkin hewan bisa berbicara. Jadi kalau mau gunakan imagination, it can be. Dan itu sebenarnya harus karena itu naratif story. Kalau mungkin deskriptif story atau deskriptif text itu beda lagi. Itu harus sesuai kenyataan. Kalau naratif text maksudnya bisa gunakan imagination. Does that answer your question, Mas Yofi?
Yes. So there is no batasan for our imagination.
Ya, there's no apa ya sesuatu yang membatasi kita karena imajinatif ya sesuai imajinasi kita.
What if we have abnormal imagination and then the reader is a child, so we need to adjust for who is the readers or not.
If we talk about education, in our case in here, the lesson is for education matters ya untuk pendidikan. Jadi kalau untuk pendidikan ada batasan, tapi bukan membatasi imajinasi kita, tapi membatasi bagaimana imajinasi kita dituliskan. Kalau ketika we talking about education, kalau di education pasti kita punya batasan hal-hal yang mungkin. Kan Mbak Susi sekarang kelas 10, berarti umurnya berapa? 16 tahun ya. Karena Mbak Susi masih 16 tahun, ada batasan-batasan terutama dalam pendidikan yang Mbak Susi mungkin tidak perlu tuliskan. Misalkan hal-hal yang berhubungan dengan orang dewasa. For example, cinta-cintaan tuh itu pasti dibatasi di dalam education. Kalau pendidikan itu dibatasi. Jadi Mbak Susi ketika mau buat naratif story, kalau Mbak Susi mau buatnya untuk belajar, untuk pendidikan, Mbak Susi nggak boleh nulis yang terlalu abnormal gitu. Okay, Mbak Susi paham? You understand?
Yes, I understand.
Do you have any question? More questions?
I think no, because you already explained it. Actually, I want to ask we can change 7 ways. It is just one or gimana? Ternyata Miss Novita tadi sudah menjelaskan bahwa kita tidak tergantung kitanya mau mengubahnya yang bagaimana. So you already explained it before.
Okay. I have two audios. I want you to listen to the audio. Do you know this? Do you have opened your LKTV?
Yes.
Okay. I will play two video, not video actually, it's audio, but with picture. And the first video will be the original version of Mirror of the Day, and the second video will be the fractured version of Mirror of the Day. While you are listening, I want you to work on this sheet ya, nulis aja di kertas gitu tentang ini, oke? Okay? Are you ready to listen to the video?
Yes, I'm reading it.
Rorokidul. The Legend of Nai Rorokidul. Long ago in the Pajajaran kingdom, King Siliwangi was known for his solitary hunting trips, one of which led him deep into an unfamiliar
Can you see it?
Yes.
Kadita, the ocean goddess. Kadita was once the celebrated princess of a small island nation, admired by all for being genuine.
Okay, have you finished with this?
Yes.
Okay, please answer the justice and ending part. This one.
So the traditional version, it built underwater village and what it offered, and the structure version, it destroys conspiration by tsunami, and the kingdom restores.
Okay, you did a good job. Now, please, oh, do you have any local legend that you know? Legend story that you know?
Down,
What?
Malin Kundang.
Okay, Malin Kundang. I have homework for you. So, wait. So, this is the homework. Look at this. Can you see this? The homework is create a 2 minute recorded fractured ending for a local folktale. So I want you to find a local folktale or local legend, and I want you to make the fractured story of it, and I want you to record it into the audio, and then you will submit it to me in the Google Drive. Do you have any question about your homework?
No, miss.
Okay. So for the reflection, what is fractured story, Mas?
So fracture story is a story from narrative that have a little bit change. We can change the characters, plot, characteristic, characters, and banyak lainnya.
Okay. What is the generic structure of fractured story?
Wait, I'm sorry.
Generic structure.
The chapter, the first one is orientation, and then for you, Max,
Yes, that's right.
yeah, and then question, and the alternative one, coda.
Okay. How about the language features?
We use past tense.
Yeah, past tense. And can you mention two title, dua judul folktale yang ada di Indonesia, yang naratif teks?
Malin Kundang,
Yang undang
and
kan?
then Batu Menangis, is it?
Can be. Di Roro Kidul itu bukan juga boleh. mention?
Oh,
Okay. So, do you have any questions so far after our meeting?
I think there is no question because you already explained it.
Okay. If you don't have any questions, don't forget the homework and you will submit it to me. And thank you for your coming today. Uh, let's close our meeting today by reciting Hamdalah together.
Alhamdulillah.
Okay, Mbak Sufi, thank you so much. The last I say, wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay, goodbye.
Iya.